start recording. All right, I think, is it recording? Yep. So this is the second part to our host coaching because I didn't talk fast enough the first time. I'm going to share screen and pick up where we left off. So can you see that, Linda?
Yep, now I can.
Okay, perfect. So I already talked about this. I stopped with, did you guys hear about the host with the most groups, or?
I think that's where it cut off in the middle of that.
Okay, good. So I have not done this, but I hear it's really wonderful. So what is going on is you have, maybe 2 or 3 hosts, and you're doing the same party, same posts, the same time of the week. So you could, instead of individually doing your host coaching, you can just invite all your hosts to a group and then, do one set of host coaching. And what other consultants have done have had like a competition between the hosts. The one with the highest sales will get a gift from you. So that's how that kind of works. Then it might save you time. I don't know. For me, I'm already giving away a lot, and I really want to be mindful that I'm in this to make money, not to give all my products, all my money away. So that's, you want to pick maybe a couple gifts. Obviously, you need a door prize for your party. That makes it interesting, the reason that they're earning tickets. And then you pick and choose what you want to give away.
Okay.
And then April talked about having the guests at the party invite people. So this would be something that your host would send to their friends and actually text to their friends and say, hey, if you invite people, there's something in it for you, whether you want to reward the consultant wants to reward them with more tickets for the door prize, or say a gift. April says that she only gives a gift if the person they invited ordered, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I do at my virtual parties, is I have a picture of this and then a group of bamboo spoons, and I tell them, if you invite people by, say, 24 to 48 hours is about the time limit I give, then comment with how many people you invited to our party, and you'll be added. You'll get tickets for that, and you'll be added into a drawing for one bamboo spoon. So it costs me, it's $11 or $12 for a set of 3, and then they get one bamboo spoon. I also use that as my early bird order drawing. A lot of times people don't add people, but I have actually booked parties off people who were added to a party. So to me, it was really worth it. And then the person gets a bamboo spoon. Who doesn't love that? Here's another tic-tac-toe that you can use. And again, this consultant is giving away product for your host hitting these things. And you want to make sure that it is going to be beneficial. Personally inviting 50 people by messaging, texting, phone call, or in person, that's a personal touch to an invitation, which is much better than a Facebook invite. That personal invite really makes a bigger difference. So you have to decide, this person is going to give $25 if they do all of them. Then they're chatting with them about the Pavin Chef opportunity in the middle. And then here's another one. This is actually one that I use, and I want to make sure I get the name right. I probably should have looked where I was at. This I got off of, I don't know if you've ever been to the news part of our Pampered Chef Consultants Corner. It's the very last tab, and it's news and events. And it has Spoonful, I think is the name of it, where people write in and tell their success stories. And Chelsea Merrill in Vermont, she's advanced director. She made up this, and she gives it to all her hosts for her virtual parties. And she only gives a free surprise, which I really like, because then that's what you want to choose, and you can base that on how large your part, how on the sales of your party. And then if they only get the one free surprise, and to get the second gift, they have to have all of the blocks out, which one of them is $1,000 in orders. I mean, I would give $25. Again, you're not spending $25. You're adding it to the host order after she places her order or his order. And at $1,000, I think they get a 30% discount. And then you're also earning your commission off the part that you pay.
Okay.
Do you have a question?
Nope.
Okay.
Sounds good.
If you're in dire need of bookings, here's something you could offer. And again, you're giving away an egg cooker. If I did this, I would not offer an egg cooker to that host when she got $200 in orders before the party, because then I'd be giving her 2 egg cookers, and I really wouldn't be making very much money then. So you want to be mindful of what you're giving away for your incentives, and is it beneficial to you? And if you don't have any parties, and I would just not offer the second, prize, and they have to have $200 in order to get this. So here's something that you could put in the host with the most group, or you could send it to each individual host. It talks about them being enthusiastic, talks about how they should broadcast that they're having a party and to participate. Basically everything that we've been talking about tonight, just in a different way. Here's another one. This is nice and professionally done. I believe this came up, it looks like it might have come right off of our Consultants Corner. And I can post these. I know I have this one and the one previous. This is actually an older one that I have been using since I started virtual parties. And I can post that for you. You can have that for your use. This could be a banner. I do not have this. I know that.
Yes.
Oh, shoot. I don't know how can I go back? I need to go back to that last one. Screen sharing has stopped. Okay, I'm so sorry. Because how do I get back to the previous one? Do you guys know? Yeah, I'm not as good as everybody thinks I am. I might sound like I'm doing pretty good. How do I want it to, I don't want to go back from the beginning. Give me just one moment, and I think I go to design. No. How do I get to that spot where I can,
I would say somewhere under slideshow, but I don't know for sure.
well, I thought it was, Russ has no idea what we're talking about because he's on the phone. It's the way your layout. Would it be layout? No, it wouldn't be layout.
No.
Well, 40 slides, 42, 40, I don't know. I'll have to skip that and maybe I can come back to it at the end. I don't think I've been from current slide. Okay. How do you go? Oh, there's the back button. Look at that.
Oops.
Like you did. So this is new to me. I never have seen this before. And I don't know which one it is, but this gives your host an idea of how many guests, if she invites to the party and are participating, of how many orders she may get and how much sales. So these are based on number of friends going if you were doing an event, because when you do groups, they don't say that they're going. But if they have less than 10 people say that they're going to go to the event, you can almost guarantee that you are not going to get $200 in sales. It's just law of averages of numbers. If the host has 10 to 15 who say they are going to the event, she'll probably get 20 to 35, $200 to $300 in sales, and so on. So she has plus 30. She's working towards it. She could have $1,000 in sales and get $215 in free product. Then there's something called host tip of the day. Have you seen the host tips of the day? So are you have you seen it, Russ?
No.
You should have seen it. I posted it in our group. There's a whole
Oh.
album on host tips of the day in our group. Sorry. So host tip of the day is host coaching, but with a graphic for virtual parties. And they're all different. Like it might say, tag 5 of your friends today. And are you in any of the virtual parties?
Yes.
Linda? Okay. If you look in the albums, you will find the host coaching tips. That's where I found them. They're in the albums of the virtual parties, both of them. There's 2 big ones, right, that you're in?
Yes.
Yep. You should look in either one. They should be in both. And there's about 30 different ones that you can use, and they're really cool. Like this is one, send your party ordering link to friends who are not on Facebook. And it just, again, you want to give your host a task to do. A lot of times they don't know what to do. And when they post in their party, their friends actually get a notification saying that Kelly posted in her party, and they're like, what is this party? And then you'll see as the party goes on, you'll have more participation from people who didn't even know there was a party, because your host is the key factor there. That's what I've learned. So look, we're almost done. Here's your call to action. Practice what you'll say to your host. I'm actually going to just give you this PowerPoint in our group. That way you can have everything you need. When you have a booking, practice making a 24-hour call to your host if you booked it at a party. Or if you send out a virtual host packet, then call them within 24 hours after they receive their packet. Make 15 contacts this week. I don't know. It says outside of parties, but I think making a contact in your party is a contact. Do a power hour of bookings and recruits. So you could be making that list, and then that could include your 15 contacts if you need it to. And then what I'd really like you to do is listen to this, make it impactful. It's on the computer, but you can't see anything. It's like a recording. So you could actually log into it on your phone and listen to it on a mobile device.
Is that the one that's under Director Bound?
Yeah, and it's host coaching. This is actually from conference 2016, which I went to, and I went to a Make It Impactful, but I did not hear Laura and Diana. And you will hear words from there. You will hear what I said I learned it from them, what I said tonight. I used quite a bit from what they said. It's really, really helpful for you. And they say it in a much better way than I did. So the goal is, don't keep your eyes on the goal. I have some encouraging words, I think, that, when you're working your business, maintain that razor sharp focus to move your business forward this week, because we want to celebrate your director promotion soon. Remember, it's very possible to promote to director in October or November. Really easy months, especially this month. You get that half price. That is when I joined, because I knew I was going to get half my investment back. And last year, the last time they had this, I think Pampered Chef told us they had over 2,000 people join Pampered Chef that month. So it's a really good incentive for people who you've been talking to. A lot of them will join this month because of the incentive, the reward. Do you guys have any questions for me?
I don't think so. I'd ask about now, though.
Okay. Nothing you can think of, Russ?
What's that?
Nothing that you can think of?
Nope.
I know I gave you guys a lot of information, and I'm so sorry that it's taken a long time that we had to do 2 things. But thanks for sticking with me. Hi, Arlene. I'm glad you found us. So I recorded this, I believe. I hope.
Well, I tried.
It's my computer has a bad connection too. I actually used the cable cord to put the Ethernet cord and hooked up to my Wi-Fi, and otherwise I would have dropped 100 million times. So.
When you were talking about, where to go? what you tell your hostess to say, is that where you're using your tips on from like the virtual page or?
Well, I told you several. So the first part where I was host coaching for a cooking party.
No, for a virtual party.
For a virtual party, yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually have a document from Cody. I don't remember Cody's last name, but she gave out her host coaching tips, and it was for an event that she does an event. And I used a lot of her information, and I kind of adapted it. So I'll send information to my host at the beginning, my virtual host, just telling her or him how important it is to invite people, not to prejudge people, that men like to cook too. And the more people that she invites, the more change she has for orders, but that most people won't see that invitation. And that's why I give her tasks to do every day, because that makes her friends see her party.
Is there any way you could post that like in the files section on here or
well,
on the
mine's
page?
a mess because I keep adding and subtracting. I'll post the original.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, and then you can just adapt it. Do you do virtual parties or?
I do a combination of both. It seems like lately I've been getting more virtual parties than I am kitchen shows.
Okay, I meant groups. Do you do groups or events?
I've done both, and sometimes I feel like my groups do better, but I don't know if it's just because of my host coaching, because I don't know what to say, or.
I like groups. I don't know if it's my phone but on events I can't see who has viewed the post.
Right, and you
On my group.
So do you use that information, Russ? Do you use that information about who has seen the posts?
Yeah, because it lets me know how many people are viewing it. Like when my host she'll get like 75% will view it. If I post something, it might be 35 or 40%. So
that's correct.
Yep.
How events work is that if they hit going, every time you post, Russ, they get a notification. Just because you're the administrator and and they said going. I do know that for a fact because that has happened to me before. Every time, even though I'm not that person's friend, every time that person posted, I got a notification because it was an event. I do know that happened.
Yeah.
But
you get a notification. I don't think they view. I think they more have to view it if the
right.
host is.
That's true. Yeah, they may not go, oh, I don't know that girl. Why would I go look at that? Whereas if you're in a group, you can see, my host, when she posts something, 90 people saw it. When I post, sometimes 10 people see it. So.
Right.
And then, like, I used to do the one, how do you know me? How do you know the host? But I think that when she posts it, how do you know me? More people see that, so more people start talking on that one. And I have found this or that games are the most popular. People who are never in my party respond to that one. So I try to do a this or that game at least twice. If I had it together, I'd do it every day. Because you're showcasing products and, you get more people. I don't know why they like that game. But it's almost every party. That's my most. I have people who I've never seen in the party before answer.
They seem to like that Pampered Chef Feud too.
Yes, the Pampered Chef Feud too. Have you played that game, Linda?
No.
So when you go to look, are you in the games group?
Yes.
Okay, so they've got all the Pampered Chef Feud games. So, like, they have 200 Pampered Chef Feud games, I think.
Martha just good ones in her. Halloween theme.
Yeah, people like the different themes for the virtual parties too, I think. So basically that's all I have for you for host coaching. I hope it helped.
Yeah.
Great. So I'm going to upload this PowerPoint And actually, it has the notes of everything I said. So if I missed anything, you can read it. It's written out much better than I said it, I'm sure.
You did a good job.
Well, thank you.
I tuned in.
He couldn't understand me.
I couldn't
Don't do that. What? Russ, you couldn't understand me?
No, I tuned in a little late.
Oh,
Go
okay.
back and
Well,
watch.
I'm glad you came in. And Arlene, I know you kept cutting out, so I know it was hard for you to hear.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out right now.
Well, this is the best connection I've ever had in a Zoom, so I'm so happy somebody told me to try to connect my Ethernet cord to my internet. So I was like,
It's been good on the.
huh?
What
It's been good on the phone.
version?
What version? Oh, I don't know what it's on.
Recorded. Okay.
Oh, I have a charter. Does that help? Is that what you're looking for? It's the local Michigan company.
You're kind of cutting out.
Right.
No,
And someday I'll figure out my picture. Arlene, I can't hear your question.
no, I was just wondering, I caught off and on throughout tonight's meeting, but I was wondering how I can get the recorded version. Do I go right to the same site?
Yeah, I will post it in our group.
Okay.
I'll post it in the group. I don't know that
Okay.
this one recorded, but if it did, oh my goodness.
It says recording.
Well,
Says-
Yeah, it says
I should have stopped recording.
it.
Here, end recording. Where's recording? Pause. Oh, I could